Look at her, she's spitting early. Look at her, she's spitting early. Can't you see she's spitting early? Look at her, she's spitting early.
Good morning, everyone. I feel like it's been forever since I've done a vlog. In reality, it's only been like a week and a half since I vlogged. I don't know, but I feel like you've missed out on so much. I've gotten so many questions from you guys about like how things are going and asking for updates and asking about updates on intermittent fasting. For some reason, there's just been an influx of questions about intermittent fasting. So I figured I should fill you in on all of the good details. So I will be letting you know about my current intermittent fasting schedule. I also did a little body update for you. Why is this not screwing on? Hello, thank you. I did a little body update this morning, so I'll share that with you guys later because I'm now officially like halfway through my reverse diet. I just started phase 2 of the workout program that I'm doing, so I figured it was a good time to do that. I got some questions about deload weeks, and funnily enough, I actually just recently did kind of a deload week of sorts, so I'll tell you about that as well. Basically, I'm answering all the questions that you guys have been asking me lately, and I'm also just gonna show you what I eat today, because it's a what I eat in a day vlog. So if all that sounds good to you, please do give this video a big thumbs up, because it really does support me and my channel, and I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Like, I genuinely appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos, and yeah, I'm gonna keep making my oatmeal. For breakfast, I am making my go-to spiced pear oatmeal. This might be different from my last spiced pear oatmeal. I think I might do it like vanilla-y. I don't know. I just throw in spices and some pear into some oatmeal, and it turns out wonderfully. I love it. It's kind of been my go-to in the morning while I've been trying to get more carbs in for this reverse diet, because obviously, you know, oatmeal, fruit, very carb-heavy, also very nutrient-dense, so it's a great breakfast all around. I have been weighing and tracking and measuring everything pretty darn closely throughout this process, mostly because I know that if I don't, I will end up under-eating, and I really want to just do this correctly. I want to make sure I'm eating enough. I want to make sure I can get my metabolism to where I want it to be before I cut, and so it's really just helped me stay on track. Fun oatmeal hack: whenever I add fruit to my oatmeal, I always chop it up or mash it up beforehand. When I used to eat bananas before they started breaking my skin out, I would mash up half a banana and mix it into the milk before you add anything else, and just let it kind of simmer and let the juices like infuse into the milk and let it get more sweet, and it just makes it like so much more sweet and creamy. And it's amazing. We've got half of a chopped up pear cooking away now. Oh my god, I'm running out of oats. This is not good. Gonna have to do another big Thrive Market pantry staple order. We've got our ground flaxseed. So on the topic of intermittent fasting, it is almost 2 p.m. right now, and this is the first thing that I am eating today. My intention while doing this whole reverse diet process was not to stick with intermittent fasting. Like, I know it would be so much easier for me to eat all of my calories if I didn't constrain the time that I can eat them in, and so I'm not actually intentionally intermittent fasting right now, but I'm still intermittent fasting because that's just how my schedule works. I personally always feel best if I wake up, get a little bit of work done, and then go straight to the gym. I feel really good training fasted. I don't do it because it's like better, you burn more fat or anything like that. I feel amazing when I train fasted and when I get it done first thing in the day. And also, if I don't train first thing in the morning, I lose motivation throughout the day, and I just get too tired and I can't get anything done, and I'm just so much more of a productive human when I train first thing in the morning. So that's just kind of how my schedule works out, and then by the time I get home from the gym and make my food and eat my food, it's usually been about 14 hours since I ate dinner. And honestly, it still feels really good. Like, it feels really natural. I don't get hungry in the mornings, and I never want to eat first thing in the morning anyway. The only drawback is that it just does make it harder to get in my calories. But honestly, I don't want to start training fed, so we're stuck here. Even before I started this reverse diet process, I still wasn't intentionally intermittent fasting. That's just kind of how my body feels really good. And so I do fast, but I don't like keep track of what times I'm eating. I don't have a strict cutoff window. I just wake up and I don't eat until I'm hungry, and sometimes that's only 10 hours, like very rarely, but sometimes if I wake up hungry, I eat. But usually it's about maybe 14 hours on average that I end up breaking my fast just when I get hungry. Sometimes it's closer to 16, sometimes it's a little closer to 12, but I'd say on average, I probably fast about 14 hours a day, even before this reverse diet process. So I just added a little cinnamon, nutmeg, and vanilla extract to my oatmeal. then you're gonna add one last magic ingredient. Since today is a rest day and I did not work out, I'm not having my little post-workout adaptogenic latte, but I still want my adaptogens. So I'm gonna throw in a little bit of the Four Sigmatic Lion's Mane. Do remember, I do have a discount code for them. If you wanna try Four Sigmatic, it's Fit and Nerdy for 15% off literally anything on their website. But today I am using the Lion's Mane because I have a lot to get done, and Lion's Mane is an adaptogen that's really good at boosting brain function, improving mental clarity, and just all around being good for your brain. And you guys know I'm all about brain health. Like, the idea of my cognition declining is kind of terrifying to me, and Lion's Mane has been shown to potentially help protect against neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's and stuff like that. So I do like to take Lion's Mane regularly. It's probably one of my top 3, top 5 adaptogens. I have a lot of favorite adaptogens, but Lion's Mane's definitely up there. The Four Sigmatic Lion's Mane, I think the Chaga are probably my top 2 for adding into things like oatmeal into my breakfast. So I highly recommend you go check them out if you want to step up your oatmeal game. So it's 2 p.m. I'm just about to eat some breakfast, not because I don't let myself eat until 2 p.m., just because I was getting things done. I wasn't hungry. Honestly, I'm still not hungry, but I know if I don't start eating, that it's going to be even harder for me to eat all of my calories today. Look at how pretty that is. I am quite impressed with myself. And today is actually going to be a slightly lower calorie day. What I found is I enjoy eating slightly higher calories on my training days and then backing off quite a bit on my rest days, because it gives my body a break from trying to digest a surplus every single day. I feel a lot better when, you know, I can just bump up my calories a little bit extra during the week, and then when I take my day off, I'm not training, my body doesn't actually need as many calories. I can just let my body recover from the surplus that it's in. And so I would say this is a form of calorie cycling. And so I would say when I wasn't calorie cycling, when I was constantly in a 50 calorie surplus, I felt a lot more bloated throughout the week. And so this just gives my body like one day off to not be like stuffed in a surplus. I'm hot, ow. So I'm actually in the process right now of finding new roommates / potentially a new place to live, because my 2 roommates are moving out. They're just like leaving for work and school reasons. And so I either need to find 2 new roommates, or find a place to live with roommates, or find roommates and find a place to live with them. So I have someone coming over in just a little bit to look at this place, and then we're gonna go look at another place together. So I actually need to eat this very quickly so that I can not be eating when she gets here, because that is just rude, you know? That's rude. Roommate meeting accomplished. It does look like there's a chance I might be staying here in my current house, but I am about to go check out another place a little farther north, and I'm just making a quick little snack, lunch. I don't know. I just know that I need protein, so I'm making 3 eggs with a little bit of nutritional yeast and some cashew cheese. I just checked my macros and realized that my breakfast had very little protein, so I figured I should get a little bit now so that I can have some for dinner, and I'll have some nice balanced meals. So as I said before, I am now about halfway through my little reverse diet bulk. So I did another little body update. I'm doing pretty good. I've gained about 3 or 4 pounds. And this is a little bit faster than theoretically I should be gaining weight based on the number of calories that I'm eating. Even if my metabolism hadn't sped up at all, just based on the surplus that I've been in, I think it's only physically possible that I would have gained about 2.5 pounds. I did the math last night, I don't remember. And as I said, I have been weighing and tracking and measuring everything pretty precisely. And so what I'm pretty sure has happened is that I've gained quite a bit of water weight. Before I started this process, I was eating around 100 grams of carbs a day. I am now eating like, what am I eating? Like 275 grams of carbs a day? I'm eating a lot of carbs. I have almost tripled the number of carbs that I'm eating. And the thing is, with carbs, the more carbs you eat, the more water you store in your body. And then on top of that, I'm also taking creatine regularly. And I wasn't really taking it consistently before I started this reverse diet. And creatine also actually increases water retention specifically in your muscles. So when you take it, it doesn't actually make you look puffier. It makes your muscles themselves look bigger. So it is kind of cool. But that also could be another source of weight gain because I'm just storing more water in my muscles due to the creatine consumption. So I do have the body analyzer scale, but I found that it is very sensitive to little water weight changes and stuff like that as I've been reverse dieting. So the body fat percentage that it's giving me isn't necessarily very accurate. So I'm going kind of more based on the visual and how I feel. I think looking at my little body update that I did this morning, it is pretty clear that I have gained some fat, but I also think I've definitely gained some muscle and I've gained some water weight, clearly, as I just explained. And so if I had to guess, I would say it feels like about a third of my weight gain has been muscle, about a third has been fat, and about a third has been water. Now, obviously, this is me just throwing numbers out there, but because of the fact that I still have quite a bit of muscle definition, I can still see my abs. I think my back also looks more defined, even though it has more fat on it. That's a clear sign that I have put on muscle. But I have also clearly put on fat. Like, I do not look as lean as I did a few weeks ago. So overall, I obviously can't be concerned about weight gain because I am literally eating in a surplus in order to gain weight. Like, if I am doing this right, I should gain weight because I should at very minimum be gaining muscle, and clearly I'm going to put on some water weight as well. So the fact that I've gained about 3 or 4 pounds does not bother me. I do seem just visually to have gained a little bit more fat than I was hoping to though, so I think I may be doing this process just a touch too quickly for my body to really catch up and to speed up my metabolism as I increase every single week. So I am potentially thinking about slowing down the process a little bit and increasing by 50 every other week instead of every week, and then just stopping at 2,400 instead of 2,500, because let's be honest, 2,400 calories is still a lot of calories. But since I did just switch into phase 2 of my training program, which is targeted at hypertrophy, so muscle growth, I don't want to go too slow and actually stunt my potential growth. So I think next week I'm still gonna increase by 2,300 calories and see how that goes, see how strong I feel, see if I'm able to potentially build a little bit more muscle, see if I just gain a ton of fat, and then kind of play it by ear from there. I am still planning on cutting for summer, so I could just continue on my current path, stick with the plan, and then after summer do a slower, more controlled reverse diet and really get my metabolism ramped up, get it set at like 2,500 calories before I work from there. But that's future things. I'm nowhere near there yet. Like, everything could just go wrong, something could change. I don't know, just vague idea in my head. Slower reverse diet after summer. And this is where you really have to play reverse dieting by ear and not follow a strict plan, because it really is about how your body responds and what your body does with the extra calories. Like, if I didn't want to have the summer deadline, I would almost definitely slow down my reverse diet, do 50 calories every other week, and just take it slow and let my body do what it needs to do, catch up, speed up my metabolism, do all that good stuff. But since I also kind of want to be shredded for summer, we're on a deadline, so just gotta do what you gotta do. Now that I'm all fed and ready to go, I want to grab something to sip on really quick. Kind of just craving a kombucha. I'm out of kombucha. This is not how I expected my day to go, let me tell you that. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is make a little Organifi green juice, because greens are good for you, the juice is good for you, and it tastes really good. So I'm just gonna make a green juice. I would never recommend relying on a greens powder to get your greens in. Like, please eat your veggies, but you know, if you're looking for something to sip on that tastes good, that's also good for you, if you don't have kombucha around, green juice is a great option. Oh boy, this is not gonna go well. I picked a jar with too small of a lip. Oh, it's all over my hand. Okay. Okay, time to go house shopping. Not actually looking to buy a house, just to be clear. I cannot afford a house right now. Well, this is great. Just showed up to the house. There's a for rent sign outside, but no sign of like there being people there to show the place or which place to go to. So there was a phone number, called the phone number, they didn't answer. So I texted them. Apparently they rented it out like 2 weeks ago and just haven't taken down the posting and haven't taken down the sign. So now I drove all the way here and I have no house to see. I was really excited too. It was a really cool place. Step, 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 step,
step, step. I am off for a little walk. I feel like I haven't sat still for more than about 20 minutes today, but somehow I've only hit 2,500 steps. So I figured, you know, I should go out, get some fresh air, do some stepping. But I'm also not gonna push myself to hit 10,000 steps today because the whole point of the step goal is just to be active. And I have been active. I guess I just haven't been taking as many steps. I don't know. Either way, I like going for a walk, getting fresh air. I would say getting some sunshine, but the sun is setting right now. I just responded to so many DMs on that walk. That was a very productive walk. I have been having a hard time keeping up with responding to every single YouTube comment, but I am still trying to keep up with my DMs. So if you have a specific question, if you commented on my YouTube channel and I didn't get back to you in like a few days, then feel free to shoot me a DM and I will get back to you eventually. It does take me a while to get through them all because there are a lot, but I do my absolute best. Speaking of which, if you aren't following me on Instagram, you should do that because then you can shoot me DMs and ask me questions and I'll answer your questions. But now I have worked up a little bit of an appetite, so I think it's time for me to start making some dinner. It's about an hour and a half later because I'm that slow at cooking, but I finally have a ginormous roasted veggie burrito bowl. So it's a bunch of rice, some ground turkey, black beans, and then I chopped up some carrots, squash, and sweet potato. Yeah, that's it. Just roasted that up, cooked the rest of the stuff, threw it all together, and that's dinner. And I'm just gonna finish off my night with some decaf Earl Grey tea, a little bit of Doctor Who, and some chocolate from my chocolate guy. This is the Guatemalan chocolate and 80% dark. I'm so glad that I took a step back this week with my lifting and kind of did like a deload week where I went lighter and got rid of a few sets and stuff on all of my lifts, because I definitely was close to overtraining, and now I feel like my body's a lot more rested, like it's ready to go, and so I am very excited for my workout tomorrow, which means I am also excited to go to sleep like relatively on time tonight, because a good workout starts with a good night's sleep. Am I right? I'm right. So with that, I think I'm going to say good night to you all, my friends. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, because I'd really appreciate that from you. Also, you can share it with your friends and your family and your neighbors. You can check out more of my videos over here. I'll link some cool ones that are relevant. You can subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That'd be super awesome. And if you want to make sure you actually get notified about the videos, make sure you turn on the little notification button. Leave a little comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're still intermittent fasting. Let me know if you're doing a reverse diet. Let me know how it's going, because I know a lot of you are doing that, and it's been really cool to kind of go through this process with you. And I will see you very soon. Bye.